Share it to group me.
Hold on. My dumbass don't know how to share. Hold on. Let me see.
You do it from your phone.
Yeah, I am. But when I went to share, I don't know where I shared it to.
Yeah, you share it and then it'll pop up
There we go.
things you can share to. Pop it, push group me, and then AGS. Oh, you got it.
I think I should.
Twitch.
I shared it in the group. I shared it.
Yeah, is it Twitch?
Yeah, it's Twitch.
Yeah. Yep, you shared it.
All right.
It's in the group. So now I go to now let me get mine. I gotta share mine to the group. Hold on. So I'll go to YouTube. Okay, here go mine right now. Live. Hold on. Group me any given Sunday. And then I got mine shared to the group as well. So now let me put
I tagged you in JPEG, so I was watching
yeah,
the game against computer.
this is how you watch your game against computer. Alright. So I got mine in there too. So now you go to things to do, play season game. Click on that.
All right, I clicked on it.
Okay, go to play full game.
Clicked on play full game.
Let it load up as if you fit to play. Click.
Yeah, it's showing me against the Dolphins.
Yep. Start the game.
Hit ready.
Yeah, hit ready. Let it load up. Like you finna play the game. Let it start up.
Oh, and then you go to settings.
No. Just do that. Let it come on.
All right.
Today, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's weeks.
Before it kick off, push start.
All right.
You got it where it's paused. And if you was paused and you stepped away from the game,
I'm still waiting to hit pause. It's loading. It's showing like everybody run out in tunnels and shit.
nah, I'm waiting on you.
Still doing the introduction.
Hit X to make it hurry up and go out of there. To whereas if it's going straight to kickoff now, and then hit pause.
All right, I paused it.
Okay, now you see where it say Super Sim.
Say what?
You see where it say Super Simulations.
Oh, Super Sim. Yep.
Click on Super Sim.
Clicked on it.
Okay, go to custom options. Push that. Whoa, no.
Man, anybody free? Anybody free?
Go to hold on headache. Jump. Wait a minute. Hold up. Go to hit square. That's what you hit. Hit square while you on custom play options, right?
Okay. Yep.
You hit that. Go
Oh,
down.
and then go to slow. Watch
Go
TV.
to slow. Watch these broadcast. Click on that, and then go down to jump forward,
Jump forward.
and then go to end game. Click on end game.
Okay. So it's
So that's your computer. That's the computer playing, right? All right.
First down, Bridgewater. Anderson a first down and more. That one
They
complete
game
to
ain't started
Anderson.
yet. My game started.
17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
First catch there by Robbie Anderson, and we all know he's got the speed to get behind.
So you
any
shouldn't have to do
defense.
nothing. You ain't touching it. It's playing on his own, right?
Is his toughness and his belief in self. Robbie Anderson was an undrafted free agent who's turned into a big-time player in the NFL, and now landing in Carolina reunites him with his college coach, Matt Rule, when they were together at Temple.
One play has him up past
So
the
it's like
40
as if you
already.
watching
Another
a
first and
football
10.
game, right? Okay.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field.
What
as
up,
well.
Headache? Yeah, that's me.
So some
What
holding
you
over
on,
the
man?
left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Christian McCaffrey, the ball.
Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
Goldman on the stop. No gain on the play. Brings up second.
Throwing on second and long. Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Yeah.
Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to be staring at a third and
What?
long here.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Damn. Might have to check it out.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their
He
valuables.
was just
when they
on
were
here.
in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now.
He ain't in the
early.
group.
See if their
He ain't in the
offense
party
can
no
take
more.
over and get some points on the board.
You see his name in the party?
So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run, Montgomery, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
2nd and 11 now. Trubisky completes it to Miller. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I said it sounds pretty decent.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril. Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
2nd and 11. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
33-yard line.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called.
Now that nigga we from the suburbs of Chicago, man.
Maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
In on the stoppage to hear Whitehead.
Right.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. From the 31, Trubisky. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears.
Nah, you'll exit out. You'll exit out before it quit.
Out of the gun, Trubisky caught by Montgomery.
You can exit out of it before it quit.
This play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's
before the
well
4th quarter ends.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th
right.
down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
A 50-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
Panthers nothing.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Oh, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there. Excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Christian McCaffrey, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
Bridgewater's pass complete to DJ Moore. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
10 at the 41.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Give the sack to Barkevious Mingo, the former number 6 pick. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass here now
really
is
good about
2nd
that
and
jam.
10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson.
Trubisky's pass.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Going up top for Miller. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. To throw is Bridgewater. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
That's caught by Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Trubisky to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Man, we done kicked 2 field goals.
McCann's kick up and
My team done kicked 2 field
they're able
goals.
to double their lead
We
just
up
before
6-0.
half. It's 6-0.
Panthers nothing.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. From the 31, Bridgewater. And Anderson's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll start up in the Steel City, Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. And it's the Browns who have the lead in the second quarter. Nick Chubb has a touchdown run.
It's 6-0
Let's check on one
halftime.
final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And the half will begin with a touchback. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've got the lead as they begin this drive 1st and 10, trying to forget about that loss last week to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The Bears ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Brings up second
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
He was brought
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
And the Bears first down.
They'll hand it down to Geis. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
The ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
48-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Going deep this time for Miller. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He was covered by Trey Boston.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. The catch is made by Riley Ridley. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
On 1st down, this is Geis. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's brought down by Shaq Thompson. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Taken down.
The 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
Preston Brown on the tackle.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. They'll find Miller. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Burns able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
Yeah,
Carl. That's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well.
His start, and then exit game.
The highest-paid offensive lineman to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
The Panthers turn to their
nickel set. If you was quitting, and it ain't gonna record it. It'll show that you played the game, but it won't be no score on there.
Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to 4th down. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Yeah, your team winning. Yeah, quit.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today.
A 29-yard attempt.
McCann's kick up and good.
It is good.
And that will make our score 9-0.
Panthers nothing.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10.
Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Bridgewater on 1st down. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey.
Bridgewater's pass.
Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Bridgewater throwing complete here to Moore. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
It's on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Bridgewater gets this complete to Samuel. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That's another.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater under pressure. pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. Staying on his feet. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. The former first-rounder Barkevious Mingo. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll try and burn some clock with Geis. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
Geis, the ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered.
I'm on 9-zip.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down, here's Geis. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Bridgewater and the Panthers now down by 9. 24 seconds to go. Now, their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. Bridgewater. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Teddy Bridgewater sacked.
1 One last shot now for Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say, it's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
So for the Bears, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.